Now, one aspect that a lot of people are really looking forward to seeing in Star Wars Episode 9 is exactly how J.J. Abrams is going to utilize the character of Kylo Ren portrayed by Adam Driver in this film that will end the Skywalker saga. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, with that being said, we do know that J.J. Abrams has two big plans for the character of Kylo. Number one is to evolve the character in a very unique way, and number two is to make him a whole lot more evil than Darth Vader ever was in the originals. So, whether or not that's actually going to work in this movie is a big question open on the table for discussion. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with the character of Kylo Ren as well as others in this film. Now, specifically, it's described that Adam Driver shot a sequence over at Cardington during the month of October where he was choking two of the Knights of Ren. It's described that the unnamed knights were hooked onto wires, where it's said that Kylo eventually throws them in opposite directions, crashing into a wall inside of his throne room. Another sequence that was shot included Adam Driver sitting inside of Kylo Ren's chambers, where it's described that pieces of Darth Vader's lightsaber were being lifted over Kylo's hand, using the wirework, emulating the effect of Kylo levitating Darth Vader's lightsaber fragments. It said that this ties into Kylo's attempt at repairing the saber. It said that one of the prop pieces were 3 pieces of Darth Vader's kyber crystal that Adam Driver was using on set for the scene. Another sequence filmed included Adam Driver in the cockpit of his new ship that's colored white, performing barrel rolls in front of a large green screen. It said that Kylo was flying the ship with his helmet on in this scene. Between both Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver, Daisy was instructed to run toward Kylo and strike her lightsaber at Kylo's face, where it said that a large piece of his helmet melts off. It's described that this is a nod by JJ to Star Wars Rebels, of what Ahsoka Tano did to Darth Vader in Rebels. So I want to go over a couple of parts about all of this and why I'm very impressed about a couple of these angles to the Star Wars franchise itself. Now, specifically within Episode 9, we do know that Kylo Ren is going to be one of the characters that will evolve significantly in comparison to how he was used in The Last Jedi. So, the first one that I do want to go over is, of course, the two unnamed actors portraying the two Knights of Ren that are being choked by Kylo Ren. So, basically, Kylo Ren has one Knight of Ren in one hand and the other Knight of Ren in the other hand, choking them and eventually throwing them in opposite directions, crashing into a wall within his throne room. Now, like I say, this is an obvious nod of what Darth Vader did to one of the rebel soldiers in, of course, Star Wars A New Hope at the very beginning of the movie. And it really makes one wonder, why is Kylo Ren force choking or just regularly choking his Knights of Ren? I mean, these are people that follow him. Is he trying to get some information out of them, perhaps? Or maybe they turned against Kylo? We're not quite sure. Nonetheless, we do know that this is JJ's attempt at showing how, Kylo Ren is going to evolve as a character and be more evil in this film. So another sequence that was shot included Adam Driver sitting inside of Kylo Ren's chambers, where this is the sequence in which is described that pieces of Darth Vader's lightsaber were being actually lifted over Adam Driver's hand by use of wires that will be digitally erased in post-production. So, the whole entire aspect of Darth Vader's lightsaber returning in Star Wars Episode 9, I think is yet another thing to truly look forward to seeing in this movie, because we do know that JJ is using this film as a way to connect it to the originals and the, of course, prequels in order to bring things full circle in this story. And Darth Vader's lightsaber is an absolute perfect way to connect it to the original trilogy. Now, the other one of which I want to go over Kylo Ren's new ship. This one really does impress me because he's actually performing barrel rolls. So Adam Driver was inside of the set piece of the new ship that Kylo Ren will use in Episode 9 that's said to be colored white, where he performed barrel rolls in front of a green screen for one of the major space battles within the third act of the movie. However, while Kylo Ren is doing this, he's actually wearing the iconic Kylo Ren helmet in that particular sequence. So, This is yet again J.J. Abrams trying to capture what we saw in A New Hope, where Darth Vader is in his TIE Advance, right? Wearing the Darth Vader helmet itself. So we're going to get something similar in a sense to that from A New Hope in Star Wars Episode 9. And lastly, the one that I'm really impressed about is, of course, the nod to Star Wars Rebels, where Daisy Ridley was instructed to run toward Adam Driver, where she was instructed to run toward him and strike his face, strike his helmet, where in post-production some CGI effects and, all the different special effects that will be added, part of Kylo Ren's mask will be melted off, revealing part of his face. This is exactly what Ahsoka Tano did to Darth Vader in Star Wars Rebels, and I gotta say, this is a great way for JJ to really, kind of create parallels. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.